Okay, now we're going to talk about x and y intercept, which is also part of the word problem, so you can apply this. I told you to help yourself organize it. I said to write x-intercept, y-intercept, make your table. X-intercept, what is always true about y for the x-intercept? Y is 0, and we can see that for when we're doing the equations, right? If we look at this, this was the one we did before. X-intercept, this is the point 1, 0. Y is 0. X-intercept, this is the point 3, 0. Y is 0. Same for the y. This is the point 0, 2. X is 0. 0, 2. X is 0. Y-intercept, this is the point 0, 4. X is 0. Okay, so we said for the x-intercept, y is 0. For the y-intercept, what do we know about x? X is 0. So start plugging in. Put 0 in for y. You need to show me step by step how to do this. 0 equals 2 over 5x plus 1. We're going to subtract 1 from each side. So negative 1 equals 2 over 5x. Okay, now this is where it gets a little funky, right? How do I get rid of a fraction? Well, I've told you what to multiply by. What do I multiply when I'm trying to get rid of a fraction? When it's being multiplied. You're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Because look what happens. The 5's cancel and the 2's cancel, and I'm left with just 1. Because this becomes 1, 1, 1, 1. 1 over 1 is just 1. But what I do to one side, I have to also do to the other. So if I multiply 5 over 2 over here, I have to multiply 5 over 2 over here to get rid, in order to get rid of that. So what's 5 over 2 times negative 1? Well, it's 5 over, what's negative 1 times anything? It's just the negative of itself. So this is 1x, so I'm just going to write it x equals negative 5 over 2. And there we go. Okay, now this one's a little easier, right? Y equals x is 0, 2 over 5 times 0 plus 1. What is 2 over 5 times 0? 0. What is 0 plus 1? 1. And there are my two answers. X equals negative 5 over 2. Y equals 1. Awesome. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Okay, what if I had this guy? Okay, make your chart. X-intercept, y-intercept. What do you know about y for the x-intercept? It's 0. What do you know about x for the y-intercept? It's 0. Start plugging in. So 0 is y, so 3x minus 0 is just nothing, so 3x equals 2, right? Because this would become minus 0. I don't care. I'm just not even going to write it. To get x by itself, I've got to divide 3 on both sides, right? Because it's being multiplied by that 3. Do I know what 2 divided by 3 is? No, so I'm just going to write it as x equals 2/3. There we go. Okay, x is 0, so 3 times 0, oh, I didn't even have to write it, but that's okay. So 0 minus 2y equals 2. Well, what is 0 minus 2y? This negative's got to stick with it. So it's negative 2y equals 2. How do I get rid of that negative 2 in front of the y? Well, it's being multiplied, so I need to undo that with division. What's 2 divided by negative 2? Do you know that? Yep. Negative 1. There's my y-intercept. Ta-da! So you could even graph those if you needed to, right? Like on the word problem. Okay, because my x-intercept, and I've already explained how to explain it, my x-intercept is where the line crosses the x-axis. My y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. So y is either easy, right? Negative 1. There's where it crosses the y-axis. 2/3, well, it's not quite to 1. It's like a third would be maybe like here, 2/3 right here. And there we go. So I don't think you have to graph it on this section, but just so you know how to do it, there it is.